Good morning, lovely students. I hope you are doing well. So, today I have brought Science Class 9, Chapter 10 Gravitation Introduction Part 1 by a Sonali ma'am. I hope you will enjoy this. Let's begin. So, gravity or gravitation, this word is not new for all of us. We all are experiencing gravity in our daily, day to day life. Now, plan of talk in this introduction is gravitation, Isaac Newton, sir, the universal law of gravitation, Newton's first law, second law, and third law revision, which we have already done in a previous chapter, weight and the gravitational potential energy, escape velocity, motion of the planets, Kepler's law of planetary motion, use of gravitation. Gravitation. The force of attraction by the earth on the bodies is called the gravitation. Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton, born 1643 to 1726, was the English mathematician, physicist, and scientist. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential scientists of all time, developing new laws of mechanics, gravity, and law of motions. Newton, you might have seen or heard about the story of that apple falling from the tree and he thinking why that apple fall down and not up. So from where he started thinking about the force that is exerted on all the object living on the earth, and then he termed that force as the gravity. So the universal law of gravitation states that every particle of matter in the universe attract every other particles with a force that is directly proportional to the product of the masses of the particles and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Any two-point particles with the masses m1 and m2 attract each other by a force whose magnitude is directly proportional to the product of two masses, that is m1 m2, and inversely proportional to the square of distance r between them. The direction of force is along the line joining two masses. In the mathematical form of law can be represented as Newton's universal law of gravitation says that F is equals to G into m1 into m2, that is the mass of two bodies, upon r square. Newton's first law, let's revise. A body cannot change its state of rest or that of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external force acts on it. According to this law, the net external force on a body is zero. Its acceleration is zero. A body will have acceleration only if there is the net external force on it. Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum of the body is directly proportional to the force acting on it and takes place in the direction of force. Newton's second law written in the form of F is equals to ma. Newton's third law, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. According to this law, if body A exert a certain force or action on the another body B, then B would exert on A an equal force reaction in the opposite direction. Weight and the gravitational potential energy, GPE. The force exerted by the earth on the particle of mass m by its weight, that is W is equals to mg. So your weight is the multiplication of gravity into your mass. So when I say my mass is 60 kg, my weight is going to be 60 into 10, that is the gravitational unit 600 newtons. So where g is the gravitational acceleration due to earth. We can now easily evaluate this quantity by equating the weight with the gravitational force exerted by the earth at its surface, that is mg is equals to g, capital G, mmb upon r square, and g is equals to g me, that is the earth mass, m of e is earth mass upon r square. Now m went in the cross division, so it got cancelled. So, more generally, for any two masses m1 and m2 separated by the center to center distance r is minus g m1 into m2 upon r. Escape velocity. The minimum speed with which a body must be projected from the Earth's surface so that it's completely overcome the gravitational pull of the Earth and does not return to the Earth's surface is known as escape velocity. This terminology you might have seen or heard in the movie like Mission Mangal, in some aeronautical movies where they say that this satellite has to reach the orbit, and once it reaches the orbit it has to cover that velocity so it can escape the Earth. Now velocity of escape is 11.2 kilometer per second. That means 1 second it can cover 11 kilometer approximately. That is 1 half mv square is equals to gmm. Here m is the mass of Earth upon r. Make v as a subject, you have to make the square root both the side. You get 2 gm upon r. This is the formula for escape velocity. Motion of the planets. Planets are non-luminous celestial bodies revolving around the sun. The planet in this increasing order of the distance from the sun, the planet vary in size, mass, temperature, atmosphere, etc. The observed motion of planets are described using Kepler's law. So what is Kepler's law? The Kepler's law of planetary motion states that all planets move around the sun in elliptical path, that is the oval shaped path, with the sun at one focus of the ellipse. You can see that F1 is the sun, F2 and P is the planet. Kepler's second law states that an imaginary line drawn from the sun to the planet sweep out equal areas in equal interval of times. So the figure, you can see that the sun is here at the point orange point, and A, B and C, D, they are the different positions of the planet, and that imaginary line if you draw from the sun to the planets, that sweep out the equal areas in equal interval of time. Third law, the square of the period of the revolution of planet around the sun is proportional to the cube of its mean distance from the sun. Now let's talk about the uses of gravitation. It is the gravitational force that keeps everything at its place. Otherwise, we would have been floating in the air. Isn't it so interesting? Yes, it is interesting, but then it will be very difficult for us to survive on the Earth. Weightlessness in the space vehicle, it is due to gravitation that we are walking on the Earth. It is also keep the Earth, Sun and the other celestial bodies at the right places in the solar system and in our galaxies. It is responsible for many nature phenomena on the Earth like tides and the orbiting of moon around the Earth. Thank you. This was the first introductory video about the gravitation. Further in detail we will discuss in our coming video. See you in the second part. Bye-bye.